We back like cook crack. Somebody light a match. Leather seats blessed, Holy Vatican. Ben's color, scarlet letters. I'm the man again. Hand-to-hand script, psalms in the packaging. It's a Pyrex halo. It's cracking, kid. Cold-blooded measures pleasure in the symmetry. Money's infinite, no end to the ministry. It's your boy, CCH3, with my man Phil. We got this thing called the winning formula. Let me introduce my boy right though. Barber, father, Casanova Browns, what the girls call him sometimes. The one that flies boys out here. Broccoli Timball. Phil, what's up, baby? What's going on?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, man, too blessed to be stressed, man. You already know, man. We doing some things, man. Well, with this thing here we got going, man, is where the best fall asleep, we wake them up with strong, consistent wins. So that's why we call it the winning formula, man. You know, so I want to get right into it, man. I don't like even playing with it. I want to get right into the pro versus the leaders. I feel like it's such a thing now. We're not developing leaders enough. I feel like it's more NFL or bust, NBA or bust, soccer or bust, track or bust, versus building leaders and getting them getting them to develop that process. You know what I'm saying? And one of the devout brothers up from Islam, he was saying that, you know, the white people, when they're doing the sports thing, they're going in competitive, but they're going in to take things out of it, not to depend on it, use it as a tool. I was talking to my guy G's earlier, and I watched the movie Predator. I don't know if you see it. You see the one in the Badlands?
Not the new one.
I went there, right? 'Cause I seen Badlands. I thought he was running through the Northeast. I thought he was going to be in Kensington, killing people, killing zombies. I was expecting the Philly thing. I was like, yo, where's Philly at? I see dinosaurs. I'm only messing with you. But he had said in the thing, this girl that was in there, she was like this AI trying to like show him how to play, but he was more or less very a prideful hunter. And he said, I hunt by myself. That's what my clan does. But he said, if I can use you, then it makes sense. She said, well, I can be your tool. He said, like a useful tool? She said, yeah. He said, all right, you can roll with me. And I thought that was dope. And what we got to start doing with the sports for the young men, and I want to hear you expound from this, start taking sports as, let's say you got a young man that's being bullied. Join the team. You got 10 new homies now, right? You learn how to have some teamwork. You're disciplined. I don't care if you start. See it all the way through because you started it. My guy said to me before the show even started that, this is going to blow your mind, that 6% of the people that get stuff started, those 6% completed. 6% out of 100. 6. So you're completed. You one of them. I'm one of them. I don't know if you one of them. You one of them? Oh, man.
I'm halfway one of them.
We're working on, we a project in the process. Right. But so we have to start developing these things. We got to start doing these things. So I want to hear what your thought process is on this, on developing leaders.
Well, you know what? I think when it comes down to developing leaders, a lot of it stems from having it at an early age.
Yes.
Like a father in the household.
Okay, I like that.
You know, and a lot of us haven't had a father in the household. You know, I'm an individual that hasn't had a father. However, what I had was people within the community.
Okay.
Because when I was growing up, we had in school, we had after school programs. You know, and actually then I had karate. I had.
You was in karate?
Absolutely.
What belt you get to?
Shoot, I got to what? Orange, green, something like that.
As long as you got past the white belt, you cool with me.
Yeah, something like that. You know,
He's like, I'm orange. I mean,
yeah, I mean, something like that.
All right,
go ahead. But you know, the early on, you know, but those principles that you learn, you know, from doing those extracurricular activities.
Okay.
You know, that's what helps, you know, develop the leader within you.
Okay.
You know, and you definitely need that masculine energy in you.
Let me ask you this question. So, you not having a father in your life, how did that impact you as a man, and how did you overcome that?
Whew. Damn, that's a hell of a question, brother.
We got to start heavy today.
Oh, man. So, man, the impact that it had on me was pitfalls. I didn't know what to avoid. You know, and even though I had a loving family, my mother, you know, I was raised by many, many women, you know, and they all were very loving, but there were certain things that they couldn't teach me as, becoming into a man. So definitely certain pitfalls. Um, how to navigate,
Okay.
most and foremost, how to navigate, as a young black male, growing up trying to figure out, who I actually am, and then, when it comes down to masculinity, I noticed because I was raised, by all women at times, I may not have the best reactions to things,
Man, break that down.
and then and being able to react in a calm manner. Like if you ain't grow up in a household where if your mom, if she's not just a calm, collective woman,
Right.
you're not gonna react that way.
Right.
And I think I got into fights when I was younger
Because of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So I pretty much was easily moved off my square.
Okay. And that's a lot of times how they trick us as especially young black men, be emotionally stable, or they call it emotional intelligence. And as you get into like the corporate world and stuff like that, we have this majestic energy that when we walk into a room, we have the ability to affect things, right? And then I was telling my guy G's a couple of days ago how a lot of times we put on unicorn effort and unicorn things just to do regular stuff, not even to get to the promised land, just to survive.
Yeah.
We're unicorns every day.
Right.
Right?
Agreed.
So if you're not getting this emotional conversation, you could become a prominent person in a corporation, and in one bad move, game over, just because you were emotionally wound up.
Agreed.
And it's just a bad thing. And that's why I feel like with the sports thing, like I'll give you a good example. I've been talking about it a lot because I've heard it. And sometimes you gotta listen because you'll hear stuff, and they give you free game. We're just so busy eating chips and dips, we're not watching what's going on. So you got the quarterback that plays at Duke right now. With the transfer portal, he went to Harvard first, and you can tell the way he did this that the family sat down and game planned this before he walked into school. So he got done Harvard in 3 years. That means he wasn't playing no summers,
Right.
hardly no parties. Probably was doing extra projects and all that. Then he transferred to Duke, and now he's a graduate student at Duke playing football. Who cares if football works out? You're an alumnus of 2 historical colleges. So now if he wants to go get a job, he can pull from the Harvard alumni program. He can pull from the Duke alumni program. But regardless, he's going to be set. Now you figure with us, we combine maybe some military. Okay, you get a little reserve in there. Now you got your housing project program now, right? So now you're 22 years old. You're not renting. You're killing family curses right there, right? 2, you graduated from 2 prestigious schools. Probably you're the first of that 9 times out of 10,
yeah.
right? And now your kid's worst case scenario can be an alumnus at Harvard or Duke with a call because you were a great citizen when you were there.
Thanks.
And these are the things that we got to start doing. You're starting to see too many people dying too fast, like Doug Martin, who got choked up by the cops, right?
Crazy.
My man Keelan, 24 years old, scores a touchdown. The first touchdown is in his second year in the NFL. His mom died before he got drafted, mind you. And then 72 hours later, he's out of here.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It is us. Right. You don't see the other side of it too often. Right. And we have to figure out a way where we got to get to a place where like me and you, when me and you first met, people don't know this is our first episode, but my cousin, Farouk, plugged us in.
Right.
And me and you talked offline for like 2 hours.
Yeah, facts.
About life, about being a black man and stuff like that, to a point. What you say when me and you got off the phone? When you were saying like how like the conversation, how it ended.
Oh man. I was saying that how, it was something that I felt like it was supposed to had happened.
Right.
I don't think that people are just putting your life just for nothing.
No, that's a fact.
Everything happens for a reason.
Season or a lifetime, right?
Absolutely. So indeed. So it's like, but we connected so well, and see, because I didn't know you. So
right.
when we got
that was
on
Cuz plugging that up.
Facts. And then, we got on the phone and, and then we chopped it up and it just, everything just connected well. So I was like, all right, cool. This is a puzzle piece, and then connecting pieces, and keeping that puzzle tight. Facts. That's what we all want to do, need to do.
And I want to get into something like, I'm going to transition to the next part of this program today. therapy versus the Tussin era. Therapy versus the Tussin era. I want to touch that because I feel like I came from the Tussin era. Like, you got a cold, sip the Tussin.
Right.
My arm broke, sip some Tussin. Sprained my ankle, boy, you better sip some of that Tussin. Like what? Yeah. Like what? Like my dad jacked me up, sip some Tussin, go to sleep. Yeah. You know, he's like, yo, you beat me down like I stole something. Yeah. You know what I mean? And now they were going back to the Keelan thing. I seen Devin McCarty from the Rutgers University, who's on ESPN as an analyst there. He said that he came from New York, right? Played at Rutgers, goes to Nashville. The NFL teams have these therapy or therapists as part of their program because they have to. Okay. Because you're in a violent sport. Right. People don't realize when you put that helmet on, you turn into a different person. Yeah. I was trying to rip your face off. You know, literally. I wanted to inflict pain. And sometimes you leave that field, you don't have the ability to turn that switch. Yeah. Right? But he said because he never was introduced to therapy, he never took advantage of it when he was there. It's almost like having, how many people you know, black, I'm going to just be transparent right now. But it's about everybody. I want to talk about that for a second. Indeed. That have health insurance and don't even go to the freaking doctors. And paying for it for 7 years, 8 years. Right. Got a dentist's teeth jacked up. Yeah, you know, I'm paying for this. Meanwhile, your teeth look one to the left or right. You don't know what set they claiming in that mouth. You know what I'm saying? No funny stuff, pause. So, but it's crazy, right? But anyway, make a long story short, I was telling Derek Tatum, one of my guys I played ball with at Kentucky, that we had to start introducing therapy to these kids early. Like when you didn't have your father involved in your life, you didn't have no therapy to talk you off that. Somehow you engineered it, but it still could be bothering you right now, right?
Absolutely, to a degree. But you know, I became a father myself,
right?
You know, so all the things that I wanted to have, but now let me tell you this: now I'm becoming a father. You know, I didn't realize certain things that I didn't have until I became a father myself.
Okay.
You know, but indeed. You know, it makes it so that, you know, me having my son is, I can say, is one of the greatest accomplishments that ever occurred in my life. Because what it allows me to do is grow. Then it makes me have to reflect. Okay. You know, and then every time that I see something that he does, you know, then I actually had to stop. And just recently, I started really paying attention to this. If I bump heads with my son, is it something that I instilled in them? You know, so a lot of times...
That's heavy right there.
Yeah, parents tend to be upset with their kids because they are reflecting them.
Or I'll give you one better than that. Parents can be mad because they're reflecting that baby daddy they don't like no more. That's even worse. Let's talk about that a little bit. Chicka, 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 chicka. Oh, man. Mic drop. You know? Like, I hate you. Like, what do you mean? I'm your son. I hate your daddy. I see him in you. You know, it's tough, man, you know, because a lot of fathers, like, because you're going through these tough times, you have to be able to compartmentalize. And some people get so much to a point that they extract their emotions and feelings from it. So now they leave their kids by themselves because they don't want to deal with that pain, or you see a father walking with a son and you start tearing up, or you know what I mean? Like with me, I never experienced a run up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you have. You know what I say when I say run up, right?
Well, elaborate.
When you come into the house and the kid says, "Daddy, daddy, daddy," runs up on you. I've never experienced that. Okay. And I remember my boy was complaining about it one time. I said, "Bro, you know how bad I would want to do that?" Like, listen, me and my brother are not the tightest, but that's my brother. I love him, right?
Well, indeed.
But I used to love going to his house because his daughter, Journey, she would come in and hype me up like I was the best uncle ever. Right. Uncle Chucky, Uncle Chucky. I said, Uncle Chucky, Uncle Chucky. I'm in that joint, Uncle Chucky, Uncle Chucky. I'm in that joint like, I'm in there breaking dance. I love him. You know what I'm saying? I gave her a hug. I said, girl, I don't care what you do ever in this world. I'm going to love you to death. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And you don't understand, like a lot of fathers have been wounded in these situations, like the small stuff, like my son, we had went to go see Predator and the Badlands. I must get bigging this movie up, but this movie was crazy work. Yeah, you gotta go see it. It's not in Philly though, so don't be getting mad if you don't see no Philly scenes. But Badlands, what say Badlands? This is the dinosaurs. But nah, the movie gets done, and me and my son literally like synchronized, looked at each other, and I was like, "Yo," my son was like, "Yo." I said, this joint, he said, this joint was crazy. Okay. So, and that was a great feeling for me that we was able to kind of connect. Cause we go to, I done took him to so many movies, but I'm gonna tell you some ill stuff. Like I was living in Kensington for a little bit.
Okay.
So, and it was such a bad area. When I went to go see my son, I didn't want to bring him back to my house. So the only place I could take him because I wasn't tight with my family that was the movies. Okay. And by default, that became our thing. You know what I'm saying? To a point, he was like, we were sitting down and saying, we went to this movie, we went to that movie. Yeah. I mean, but that's dope though, right?
Absolutely.
But it's to a point, my son is a popcorn assassin.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've ever been around one of those, but like you look down and you're 3 previews in and all the popcorn's going, you're like, what happened? Like, nigga, I didn't get one yet. You know what I'm saying? So I had to end up buying AMC. I'm telling you so you know, because you know, I'm an ANC star right now.
It's funny that you say that because I was about to say you better go get that membership.
Listen, I got the membership and everything. Yeah. So I bought the $29 bucket, right? Okay. So it's good for the whole year. And all you gotta do is bring the bucket in there, and then you pay $5 and refill it, and you get a free refill. Okay. So now he smashed that joint. I'm like, yo, go fill that joint up, young boy. Yeah. You done killed this joint.
Because you know,
I'm trying to tell you,
popcorn is $25.
$25, and you didn't get a drink. You want a soda, nigga? That's $50. You're like, damn. And you got all ice cubes and 3 squirts. No funny stuff. Pause.
Hold on. But if they have a dollar store, a Dollar Tree, right next to the movie theater.
Jesus. That's like heaven.
You in the game.
That's the pearly gates. You wear the big husky coat. Like, boy, stand in front of me real quick. I got 5 waters in this joint, 9 latest Twizzlers, and I got the pretzels in the pocket. You better not say Nathan. Hot dogs. Word. But nah, that's the truth though, man. And it's like even crazier now. I'll show you a little hack here. I mean, I love you, AMC, but it's just what it is. Every now and you leave a little popcorn in the bottom of that joint, they forget that you... I'm terrible, man. Hey, but you just walked out and say, I just walked out that joint, free refill. Bang! Yeah, bang! I got you. Bang! You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's a good time though. So indeed. All that being said though, we developed those things, and it's tough because I'll have my son and I'll have these conversations. I'll see that we had a good conversation. And then I go drop him off and get him back next week, and it's the same ninja again all over again. It's like Groundhog Day. It's like I'm repeating it every time. You come out looking like a poop putt. Hair look like SpongeBob doing the clown joint. Then I'm like, yo, where's your cologne at? Oh, my cousin got it. I'm like, brother. And he just come out there smelling like pain. Matter of fact, I keep...
He said smelling like pain.
Pain and gravel. Like, I was outside. I know you was outside. Yeah, right. You was on Burke Street just running up and down the street all 9:30 at night. So I'm outside, Dad, still like, what the F you nine? Yeah. But nah, it's just, I mean, and you got to have fun in the pain, you know what I'm saying? But I tell you this, like, when you get to a place where you meet that dope person and you're able to have the moments like you said you're having, man, you start to cherish them a lot now. Hey. I used to always, like, trip off when I see, like, the OGs, like, sitting in the corner and not saying nothing. But I know what they was doing now. They was processing those moments because they may not have had that moment before. Because sometimes I have my son doing this thing, and I'll be sitting back watching him for a little bit. Just to take it in.
No, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you know what? Like, I pick my son up every single day.
Okay.
You know, from school.
That's dope.
You know, and I'm on the road about 3.5 to 4 hours every single day. You know,
hustle.
You know, round trips.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like right now, he just wants, my son's autistic. You know, so right now, he just wants to sit in the back of the car, you know, because he got the whole bench now to himself.
Okay.
But sometimes, you know, you just want to, I look in the rear view mirror and I just look at him because he looks just like me. And you know, I'm thinking, God, like, wow, you bestowed this blessing upon me.
I think, you know, you being vulnerable, I'll be vulnerable with you too.
Yeah.
The second to last time I had my son, I dropped him off. And he's getting out the car, and he turned around and he said, Dad, every time I'm with you, man, I had the best time of my life, man. I just really appreciate you and love you. And came back and gave me like a bear hug. Because he always give me like the weak hugs. And now I be seeing he's trying to like squeeze me, like he be shaking his arms. And I'm sitting here trying to hold my tears together because I'm like, you know what I mean, he's starting to kind of get it now. But it hurt my heart because every time I see him, there's always something wrong. He got a scratch on him. He got a scratch underneath his eye. It's like, what happened with this? And I could tell he's lying about stuff all the time.
Yeah, okay.
And it hurts you as a father sometimes when you and your baby mom are not on the same page and she don't want to be.
Yeah.
And you see that your little man or your kid period is just getting tore up and you don't even know the source of it.
Yeah.
And I say I pray sometimes because I know there's times where I was getting to a point where I was getting cold with my emotion towards my son's situation.
Okay.
And I felt like that was the only way I was able to survive because it was hurting me so much, man, that like, and then being by yourself, which we're going to talk about next, depression. And the holiday season's coming around, so I know people are getting a little anxiety about the holidays because it's triggering because you're by yourself and things like that. And for the first time in a long time, I don't need to indirectly ask my cousin, can I come over? Right. Or ask, geez, what you doing? Meanwhile, I'm by myself in this mofo. You know what I mean? And I had to learn how to navigate that because it hurts, bro, when you can't be around your kid on the holidays. You can't do anything like that. You talk to them, and they're having fun, and you're not a part of that.
Right.
And then you're so jacked up because maybe you didn't go to therapy or have these conversations where now you're by yourself on the holidays too, and you might just sleep in the bed the whole day.
You know, I know that it has to be hard.
Yeah.
You know, because like my son, I've been around him pretty much my whole life. When he was coming out of the oven, I was there to greet him.
Okay.
You know, and there really has never been a time that I haven't been with my son. So it's like, but now if that was to happen to me, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. You know, so like I can sympathize with that, brother.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, sometimes I get them, and I'll catch them like sizing me up, like, oh, Dad, what's those sneakers?
Yeah.
What's that? Like, and I can see like he's like, all right, this is me. You know what I mean? And that's a good feeling sometimes. But I also feel like maybe sometimes his mom is a little tougher on him because he's starting to embody some stuff naturally because he's a part of me.
Right.
And I begged the situation, and I probably was wrong in this when she told me she was pregnant the first time. But I was like, I didn't want her to have it because I knew she was going to be this way. And I knew it was going to be a boy. And I wanted the opportunity to be better than my dad.
Indeed.
And because it wasn't going to be there, I didn't want no parts of it. But it's a little too late once you sign up for this stuff, right? Sure. But I felt like she's always kind of held that against me because of that. And I could tell you there's been situation after situation where I've seen where other dudes would pop in and do crazy stuff or treat her bad. And she would still tolerate that instead of giving me a chance to even be a father for my son. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to say one thing. You know, when it comes down to when the woman, she wants to have the child.
Yeah.
But if the man, he says, hey, this is not necessarily something that I want to do, for whatever reason, may just not be ready financially.
Yes.
You know, even though I understand that, you know, that decision, it affects both parties,
No
you
doubt.
know, because, it takes two to tango. But I really think that these days women should definitely take that into consideration. You know, if the man says, hey, I'm not ready for this.
Right.
So there's a very large chance that she's going to be doing it on her own.
Right.
You know, but I noticed that a lot of people, they just much rather struggle.
Oh yeah, but also too the system, and me and G's was talking about this before. Mm-hmm. It's set up. It's a multi-million-dollar business.
Oh, indeed.
I don't know if you ever went to court before for this stuff, but remember Dave Chappelle skit when he had it was Law and Order. He's like, "You big lip." Diabolical nigga. Yo, I came into court, no cap. And I had a suit on, a three-piece. I thought, that's why I stopped coming there dressed up. Yeah. And she was like, oh, he's one of them. We're not talking to him, man. What do you want to do? I said, oh, my goodness. Yo, you'd have thought I was a three-time felon murderer, and I got 16 bodies. And I got bodies hidden in the back seat of my car.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just remember that, and I'm like, yo, and they talk to you crazy in there to a point. If you don't have a lawyer, bro, if you're not lawyered up, like, even if you know the situation's going left, and this is just like some winning formula stuff, right? You got to start keeping your receipts. Because they're going to come in there and be like, you got receipts? You're going to be like, heck no. Like, bet. You're $5,000 in the hole off the top rope. Man. And it's going on your credit, nigga. And try to go to the crib if you want to.
Even if you have receipts, it don't matter. You got to be lawyered up.
Lawyered up to the highest level.
Straight up.
And he got to be a monster, too. It can't be no public servant. It can't be a ex-checker hamburger slinger. You're gonna get cooked. What ball?
Facts.
Who? Him?
Extra flame broiled.
Tyrone? Nigga, please. All right. $1,000 a month. Like, one? Just one, too. And you better not have another one, Playboy. Yo, it's crazy, man. And it's bad because if you don't know this kind of stuff, you're not educated. One, you have to be smart who you laying with. The problem is, too, no fathers are involved. You trying to get some skins. You feeling yourself. A lot of this stuff is strays. No disrespect to any of the women, but some of these people are just strays, right? Yeah. Two, the young men out here are not being taught of what a woman of valor is.
I agree.
We talked about this before about like she might be mid. We'll talk surface. And but she does a lot of things that are great. Right. And guess what, bro? Those things that are great outweigh the look sometimes. You gotta be cute. I don't want no pizza face looking like somebody tripped you on the sidewalk. You don't got no teeth.
I mean,
you gotta be cute a little bit, like that. You got a dimple. I see a dimple.
Listen, beauty. When it come down to beauty, it's in the eye of the beholder.
Yes. And listen. Some of the coldest CEOs got the most midwives I've ever seen in my life. But my man, like $1 million. I said, yo, I'm the trophy.
But you know why?
You know what I'm saying? I'm the trophy. Listen, that's what you got to flip this game. You know what, baby? Right. You cute, but I'm the ball. Right. Make sure the ball right. Get that Porsche, daddy. But go ahead.
I would say, just real fast. I think that a good 7 to a 8.5 for me works.
All right, now, and listen, this ain't my current case right now. I'm actually good. God is great. Thank you, Jesus, Lord. But I mean, if you even ride the gate, no Diddy, a 6.5, you might be all right. Now, anything lower than that, that's diabolical work. I'm praying for you. You're probably cheating, and you might be a killer. You might be a cold-blooded killer. He might turn into a killer. You see this shit? I will kill you in this dollar store right now. Give me my chips. But no, I'm just messing with you. Yeah. But seriously, like the substance stuff means something, bro.
Absolutely.
When you come home, bro, food cooked, house clean, dope. When you trying to go chase great, like cuz out here with us right now recording late, wifey said go get it. That's a keeper. You know what I mean? These are the kind of things that you need. Before I came here, hey, go get him, daddy. I like that kind of talk. Get him, daddy. I'm like, yeah. But you go, you're so funny.
If we all could be so blessed.
But she got a sister. I got a sister for you. I'm gonna plug you in, Phil. I got you, my man. But that's all that stuff means something, bro. And when you start to get it, special things need special effort, bro. You can't give occasional effort and expect special blessings.
Agreed.
You can't get it. It's not happening like that. You got to put that work in. And beyond that, you have to make sure your circle is twice as strong once you get somebody dope.
Facts.
I can't be worried about what cuz thinking. I know if I call cuz for something, if I really need to call him for something, I can get it. But I don't want to abuse that. Right. But I also treat that relationship at a higher level. He called me. I'm picking. I could be with a customer, but let me call this ninja back. And I'm about my money. You already know. We talk. I'm about my chicken. Right. Chicken fingers, chicken dumplings, chicken egg rolls.
Every form of chicken.
Every form of chicken. I need my chicken. Yeah, I like nice stuff. Mm-hmm. But all jokes aside, but those are the things that we have to have. But see, a lot of these young men are not getting these conversations. And you see this in domestic disputes with the NFL, where these guys are dealing with IG models. Bryce Young, he had a bad rookie season because he was dealing with Shador's ex to end up going to be Tyrone Maxey's girl, and then he brought her to training camp, and now he like a sucker, and he playing bad. You know what I mean? It's just, these are just small things, but that's why it's important to pick the right people. And then after that, surround your right people with the right people.
Facts.
That's a bar right there.
Yes, it is.
Free bar. But I mean, and how do you feel when it comes down to evaluating your friends? Do you do a synopsis every 3 months? How do you measure character for a lot of these the youngins out here that want to, this person my friend, and how do you cultivate that energy where you're getting that back to?
That's a good question. So when you ask, do I kind of evaluate every 3 months? I never really looked at it from that perspective. But one thing that I've noticed is that I attract people that are like myself.
Okay.
And the more I made sure that I was shining under God's light.
Okay.
I noticed that all the people that came into my direction, they all was pretty solid, 100.
Okay.
Also, I don't speak to my friends every single day,
Okay.
but we tap in with each other.
Okay.
So I made sure that I told myself, I vowed to myself, listen, all my people, I'm reaching out to them at least 3 times a month. At least, because we all
minimum.
working. Most of my people, they married, families,
Right,
everybody doing their thing.
Right.
But I just try to make sure that I do onto those as I would want done for me, and then I make sure that whoever that's in my circle, they're doing the same.
Got it.
Because
at that point, you don't got to worry about it.
Now I don't even have to worry about it.
Okay.
And I also, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Man, before this show ends, I got to ask you this question.
I'm listening, brother.
This is a serious question. I want you to think about this before I ask you. Now, are you a dating app boy or a bar church boy when it comes down to connecting and trying to find that mate? What has worked for you, brother?
Oh, man. I'm definitely not a dating app guy because I listen,
you don't like the dating app?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that that's not what I'm used to.
Okay.
More
organic.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how we grew up.
Okay.
We were outside playing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Not swiping to right and left, right?
No, not at all. So I came. I grew up before Google came into the mix. That interaction, that organic, interaction, you able to conversate, you get to see the facial expressions. I want to see a smile. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I
got to see them teeth up close and personal.
I got to see them teeth.
You might put a little filter on them, John. You got the yellow gray balls.
But then when you on the dating that, filter crazy. But not recently I actually tried the dating app.
Okay.
And what I did was, I had took some professional photos.
Okay.
That works for anybody that want to know, how to do anything on the dating app. Take some professional photos. My man
said, I'm invested in myself. You hear me? I ain't dropping this 100 piece. You want to get this 60 piece with the photos. Now, would you go to Walmart? Where'd you go get the photos?
Oh, no. Actually, I hired a photographer.
Oh, you took it to another level.
Well, actually.
You better have been laying on the bed, no grace.
Wait a minute. I'm
Yo, get me. This side. Catch the ball.
This ball crazy. But no, the best thing. So actually, somebody had they wanted to me to model their clothing.
Okay, there you go. Stinky little John. Can that's on the photos, the extras. Let me get them Johns.
So I pretty much just used those photos because they came out pretty well.
That's smart.
So take professional photos, y'all.
Okay, that's part of the formula.
Mm-hmm. And another thing that I did. Well, let me say this. I got about between 2 apps. I think I did Hinge.
You did Hinge? Okay, I heard about Hinge.
And then I did the Black app, BLK. The
BLK.
Listen.
Yo, why that sound crazy when you said that? I was like, damn, no Diddy. Like, where we going?
That's what the app is called.
What's BLK stand for, Pop? Oh, my goodness.
The Black and Mild things, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking, BLK. Smooths. They coming like cherry or something. But anyway.
That threw me off. Go ahead.
But with that, I got about 300 hits between them. Okay. Right?
Okay. Here you go. You hit boy. Okay.
I was like, they like this ugly Mick.
Oh, you going crazy? You going crazy? You going viral?
But
photos.
But that's what it is, though. You want to make sure you had good photos and get your good side. Comb your beards out, you know what I'm saying?
Brush your teeth. Brush your tongue.
Put some lotion on.
Yeah, and if you need some baby oil gel. You got them rough ancestor mitts.
I don't know about the baby oil.
You know what I'm saying? Something. You got to do something. You can't have ashy knuckles. Talking about.
baby oil got a negative connotation to it now.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
Did he?
You know,
Did
we
he?
can't.
Did he?
Yeah,
Did he?
but you know.
Right.
But so when it come down to the dating apps, I mean, the reason I did it was because I just wanted to see how it would work out, right? And I noticed that I got a lot of hits, but then I just really still didn't care for it. I be thinking people going to try to line me up or something like that. Like I don't like meeting people through an app.
Yeah.
So going back to your ass, you know, if I go to a church or, you know, the bar, I mean, you know what? I have been to a church. My son, he's going to get baptized on the 21st of this month.
I'll be there for you, help you out.
Yeah, so I'll take him back and forth to church, you know, because that's what he wants to do. That's his journey. So, you know, of course, you know, I'm going to, you know,
that's dope.
Be nothing but
no, that's positive.
Support to him.
That's a foundation piece.
However, when I'm at the church, I mean, it's a lot of fine women.
Yes, it is, Jesus. Yes,
a lot
Lord.
of fine women. Oh,
yes,
my
Lord.
goodness.
Hold up. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
But I can't bring myself to talk to him.
Oh yeah. Because
we in the
you gotta be
house.
smooth. Like that was a nice sermon this morning.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
You know,
to the middle hour. How'd you enjoy that?
So grocery stores. I mean, the
Grocery store is crazy.
Grocery store.
Now, let me tell you something about that real quick. Trader Joe's work. You got to go in there. Yo, every hour I was like, oh.
But in Trader Joe's, one of the best places because you know they eating healthy.
You're eating healthy. Yes, and their mind is right. For you to get up and say, you know what? Forget Giant.
Yeah.
I'm going to Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
That was a conscious decision. You're a thinker. I like
yes,
that.
Yes,
was.
it
Yo, but you know with me, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. At one point, I was a vicious dating app boy. I went crazy a little bit because, like you said, it turns up and it just gets too crazy and it's a layup at that point, right?
Yeah, right.
But then you start getting some of the blends, and shoot, I met my big mom on that app, which is horrible. Right?
See.
Which one? I mean, you know what? And mine wasn't the BLK joint. It was the Black People Meet.
The Black People.
Yeah,
okay.
the worst joint. So yeah, I don't like that app anymore at all. So I'm burning that app. But I was heavy Bumble Ball. I was heavy Tender.
I don't know
heavy Tender. Tender love.
Did I do Tender?
Especially when I was in Vegas, Tender's crazy. But
yeah,
that's another story with itself.
Wow.
But look, I have changed. I'm saved and sanctified. But but you gotta mix.
God bless you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. God is good, man. But I mean, you gotta mix both of them. I feel like, and I feel like you said you're right. If you're going to be serious about any approach, you have to be serious about the approaches. Yeah. But from a standpoint of just like the dating app is confusing sometimes, though, because you'll meet somebody, you don't know when you should ask them for their number.
Yeah,
they could talk to you for a whole month, and you're like, oh, you strung it out too long. You asked for number too fast. You asked for number too quick. You know, let's call on this. Let's do FaceTime on the app. Like this dumb, corny stuff. That's too much sometimes. And then when you meet somebody in public, people are so socially awkward. If you say something, you might be all right sometimes. Like I said, I seen some prior to my situation. And I was in Trader Joe's. I seen some straight up killers in there. I couldn't believe it how crazy it was. I went to what do you call Whole Foods? I said, oh my goodness.
One of my favorite stores.
See, yeah. So you're a bougie nigga. So where are the asparagus?
It's funny that you say that because I was about to say, where's the asparagus? Thanks.
I don't eat broccoli tomorrow. I only do Brussels sprouts. Please.
That's two of the best vegetables.
That's what I'm doing.
Facts.
Yo, that's so funny, man. But nah, not just Brussels sprout boys. You cook them right. But anyway, nah, and you know, and Whole Foods got a crazy little joint. If you go on Fridays, if you're an Amazon member, you get half off on the oysters, brother, and they shuck them for you. So that's a word for you.
Yeah,
when they break them up.
Shoot.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a gem for everybody.
I'm trying to tell you.
That.
But yeah, man. So another good episode, good brothers. The first joint, one of many.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So my question is for you. What would you give everything we talked about today? Give our viewers a winning formula that we got from today.
Okay. So what I would say is make sure that you step into yourself.
Okay.
You want to become the man you're supposed to become, but to be able to do that, you have to grow.
Okay.
You have to get around people that are better than you.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that you are conducting yourself in the utmost best representation of the person that you are, that you want to be, and the person that you will become. Also, stay off them dating apps. And if you do,
get your photo.
Make sure that you taking professional pictures and show up correctly. Mm-hmm. Everybody appreciates that. Mm-hmm. And what would you say?
I would say, one, make sure you invest in some type of therapy. If your job is offering that, and maybe 10 or 5 free sessions, don't be scared to do it. You'll be surprised what's going to open up in those sessions, no diddy, when it comes down to figuring out why you are the way you are, right? 2, do some homework on yourself. Find out what your love languages are. Take yourself to the movies by yourselves. Go get a mani-pedi. Like, you know what I mean? Treat yourself in a way that you regard it as made in the image of God, right? From a perspective that you really are valuing yourself. Don't go into situations hurt.
Ooh, that's a big one right there.
Because you'll get a friend and you'll do that wrong. Yeah. You'll have a family member, a cousin, and you'll use that wrong. Get yourself together first so that when you are around people, you're not hurting them. I would say have infectious interactions. Ooh. Infectious interactions from the standpoint of that we are the bridge. We're called to be the lights and the salt of the earth. So when you meet somebody, you should be impacting them in such a way that when they see somebody that looks like you, they give that person a chance because of you.
Yes.
Right? Count your blessings. Meeting a brother like yourself, you know what I'm saying? We have a good time. You had thought we was friends for 26 years because we just talked. We had a good time. This is the first time me meeting you today.
Yeah.
And but we talked on the phone a few times, and cherish those things. And with privy situations, it deserves privy energy and privy effort. But also with those things, don't be in such a place that you treat it randomly. So like if you call me and you got to talk to me about something, I got to give you that time because you don't normally do that. I can't say, I'll get with him tomorrow. Because that one time you do that, be the one time you don't see that person no more because you didn't do that, right?
Speak facts.
Love your family despite how they may have done you, because sometimes holding old grudges can block future blessings, and God don't bless on mess. You know what I'm saying? Facts. But regiment brings overflow. Organization brings overflow. And God knows we need some overflow blessings. BMW Club, Ignite. But so all those things. And I would just say most importantly, man, remember, when you come here, you watch us, you can get to win the formula every single time. And on that note, man, come back and see us. We'll be here for you, give you some more stuff. Fly Boys is in the building, is what we do.